The Nigeria Governors Forum has been accused of unfair dealings with consultants who worked on the London and Paris club debts. That's coming from head of one of the consultancy firms, Senator Ned Nwoko, who made the allegation while addressing journalists in Abuja. Taya Modu has details.
London club debt refunds have been a controversial issue and has been subject of litigation through the years. On the one hand, governors of the Nigerian states under the umbrella of the Nigeria Governors Forum kicked against deductions made from the Federation account to pay the fees of 4 contractors allegedly owed for their services on facilitating the release of the funds. On the other hand, the contractors have insisted that it is their right to be paid for services rendered and say they have secured judgments to that effect. Recently, the governors, in a letter to the federal government through the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, had argued that an attempt to restart the deduction process of $418 million, which is being challenged in the courts and for which the Supreme Court has made a pronouncement, would be unconstitutional. But the head of one of the consultancy firms, Prince Ned Nwoko, is insisting that the money being owed his firm, Liners International Limited, is $68 million and not $418 million, as being banded publicly by the leadership of the NGF.
I'm just speaking about Ned Nwoko and Liners. I'm not holding brief for any other person. The outstanding fees owed my firm with regards to last work done, which means that there will be work before for the state is approximately $68 million and not 418 to be conveyed by Fayemi & Co. Our original claims calculated based on agreed terms was well in excess of $300 million. We offered huge discounts on the entitlement to accept this sum of $68 million.
In a no-holds-barred session with journalists, Prince Nwoko alleges that when he submitted a bill of $350 million as the consultancy fee for the work on the London and Paris club debt refunds, the former chairman of the NGF had demanded to be paid 50% of it before it could be honored.
Whilst we're laboring to secure the refunds for the benefit of state and local governments, Governor Yari developed a parallel scheme to misappropriate the consultancy fees. As recent as 2016, NGF, in a letter to Attorney General of the Federation dated 22nd of June 2016, claimed it had just appointed a consultant.
He said the former chairman of the firm had explained to him that the money was needed to prosecute elections in Bauchi, Ekiti, and Ondo states. According to him, it was the Ministry of Justice that intervened before the governors eventually received the sum of $100 million. Prince Nwoko also faulted the NGF for saying there is a Supreme Court judgment against Linus or Ned Nwoko and described as false arguments that the NGF did not act or represent the state governors over the current round of refunds on the Paris club. But Prince Nwoko may be in for a long legal battle. The governors insist that the purport and essence of the definitive pronouncement by the Supreme Court is that none of the contractors recommended for payment of the sum of $418 million by the AGF and finance ministers can be so paid because the contracts and payments relied upon were not processed as prescribed by the Constitution and the law. Taya Modu, TVC News, Abuja.